Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 696. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, everybody?
All right, so I touched upon it briefly before, but you want to talk about it, Chris, about the Spider-Man 4?
Yeah, there was some concept art from what the fourth Tobey Maguire film was going to be, or like it revealed the villains and whatnot, and kind of like the suit. The suit looked pretty much the same, but it looks like it was definitely going to be the Vulture and Mysterio. I didn't know about Mysterio. I knew about the Vulture.
Neither did anybody.
Yeah,
that was a secret.
And it looks like they're also going to introduce Black Cat as well. There was a picture of her in a crowd.
Which they said Rachel McAdams, right?
Oh, I didn't see who it was, but I just saw the concept art. But yeah,
that is ridiculous. That would have been sick. That movie would have been great. I mean,
yeah. There was a picture of the Vulture who was like flying up a building, and this chopper was shooting at him.
Right.
And it looked. I was like,
why couldn't we have that?
Yeah, I was like, I really kind of wish that would have gotten made, because I really do have a funny feeling that if that one had gotten made, they probably would have found a way to connect this Spider-Man to the Marvel Universe eventually.
Yeah.
But who knows?
And I just don't understand why everybody's so. I mean, we know the concept of the multiverse. What's the big deal if we do a Spider-Man 4? I don't understand. I mean, yeah, it would have happened in 2010. Now it's like 6 years later. I know they're older, but I think they could still pull it off. Don't you think?
I do, yeah.
So it's a shame. It's a shame that, Sony can't. I would have rather them scrap the animated and just do Spider-Man 4. Like, have a pair of balls and do that. I mean, if you're going to have a pair of balls and do Men in Black and 21 Jump Street crossover, why would that hurt if you do a Spider-Man 4? But, Bruce Campbell is a fan favorite of mine.
True.
He would have been fantastic as Mysterio.
Yeah, I mean, they were setting him up to do it, too.
We even talked about, I think I said something, too, a while back, that it would have been cool if he was Mysterio.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, and I don't. This was what I was trying to say. I don't think people would have been upset if, when Marvel made the deal with Sony to put Spider-Man in the universe, I don't think people would have been mad if they said, "Guess what? We're getting Tobey Maguire back."
Yeah.
And somehow because I've already thought of ways that they could say, "Yeah, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 happened in this universe," and this is what happened.
Why couldn't they just say Spider-Man was first?
Yeah.
And I mean, Captain America was first, but I mean, Spider-Man was before Iron Man and all that other stuff.
Right. Because there's no rule, unless Marvel has an unwritten rule, but there's no rule that says Iron Man has to be the first or hero. We all know, like you just said, that Captain America was the first one.
And technically they count the Hulk movies because
they count the Incredible Hulk.
Right.
Yeah.
And wasn't that before Iron Man?
No, I was after.
I was after. Okay.
Yeah. But my thing is, though, they could say that Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 happened, and that he just stopped being Spider-Man right after 3 for a little while, and then when the Avengers, events started occurring, he said, "I have to do this again. I have to get back into it."
Right.
Because I always said, I think the biggest thing of this year, movie-wise, would have been they don't announce who Spider-Man is. They just say he's in Civil War.
Right.
And then at the end of the movie, he takes his mask off, and it's Tobey Maguire.
That would. And
everyone's fantastic. I'm telling you, those theaters would have lost their minds.
Yeah.
If that would have happened.
Exactly. That would have been, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Tom Holland.
No, not at all.
But I would have lost my shit if I would have seen Tobey Maguire do that. I'm like, oh, it would have been great. I know it. I know it. You would easily have added another couple $100 million to that movie.
Right, and then instead of Homecoming, we maybe could have gotten this Spider-Man 4.
Yeah.
Somehow. Somehow they would have done it.
There's no rule that says we can't still have it, but I mean,
It's very
Sony can
unlikely at this point.
I know, but you can make it like it's its own universe, Spider-Man 4, and just do it. But whatever. I mean,
You know, it would be nice though if they adapted this as the animated movie somehow. Maybe just do what they were going to do in this one in the animated movie.
right.
Do something like that.
Well, you know what I don't understand? We saw the graphics in Civil War, how they had Robert Downey Jr. younger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we have like either an animated or CGI Back to the Future movie where they could voice the characters? You wouldn't want to see that?
I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I know they're not going to do a movie, but if they did like a animated based off of, I'm not saying like cutesy, I'm talking about an actual sequel, but animated, because they can't, they're older. So at least in animated form, they'd be running around and they'd just be voicing them.
Yeah.
They could do that with the technology.
I think they could easily.
That would have been fantastic to do that. You could call it something like, Back to the Future 4, but like, anime, whatever you're going to call it, CGI, whatever the hell thing you would call it. I would have liked that. Because you can't have, they're getting old, everybody's getting older, they can't run around, so I would have been for it. So, anyway, with Spider-Man thing, it's very disappointing to know that one of my favorite characters, Mysterio, would have appeared, and it would have been one of my favorite actors, Bruce Campbell. So I'm kind of upset by that. But we're going to have to see what happens with Homecoming. So we had some other stuff today. Shane Black, right?
Yeah.
He says this Predator is going to be like going from Alien to Aliens. You see that article?
Oh yeah, we touched upon that yesterday too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what that means to me is that there's going to be multiple Predators.
Yeah.
It's not just going to be one Predator.
Maybe Marines too, or something, right? Like
Yeah.
a whole. I liked that. I liked Aliens over, Alien.
Yeah,
I didn't like Alien, but that was like my thing,
Well, Alien. I think that Alien and Aliens are the rare example of one genre of movie becoming another genre of movie in a sequel, and it still works. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't really do what they couldn't really do what they did in Alien with Aliens, because the whole idea of Alien was it's one alien on a huge ship.
Right.
But with so many of them, they can't really like hide. Like they hit a little bit in Aliens, but they can't hide like the alien did in Alien. So it makes sense that it becomes like an action horror movie rather than just a horror thriller that Alien was.
Yeah, and it's very rare that a second movie is better than the first.
Yes,
but it does happen.
Yeah,
my thing, Empire Strikes Back. I liked Aliens. I like Superman 2. Whole bunch, you could say. So
Dark Knight.
Yeah, that was great. All right, so what's going on with Shin Gojira?
Right, yeah, I want to make a correction from yesterday. This was my fault. I used a bad source. But the figure that we showed yesterday is real. There's nothing wrong with that. I reported the wrong information. It's not an 11 or 12-inch figure. It's actually a 6-inch figure. Still in the $20 to $40 range, closer to $20. But it's actually coming out in July, not in fall like I had said. However, there is an 11-inch Shin Gojira figure coming out from Bandai Creations in the King of the Monsters line. Like I said, it will be an 11-inch figure, closer to $40, coming out in August. So I don't think we've seen that yet. This figure that we showed yesterday is part of the movie Monster series, which is usually a 6-inch range of Godzilla figures. So I just wanted to correct that there. There was an article today too that somebody, I don't really trust the site that much, but I'm going to agree with what they said only because it's just a rumor and a theory right now that I agree with. Basically, they said that doesn't it look weird that this movie Monster Shin Gojira figure doesn't look like he's injured anymore or that he's almost done regenerating. And we had said that yesterday. And
Yeah, that he probably could regenerate.
yeah, I
Right.
agree with that because he does. I know that Bandai stylizes their figures a bit, but I don't think they do
Right.
it that much. And
Right.
it looks, and they said that for that movie Monster Series figure, they used CG scans to design the figure. So they got the actual scans of what Godzilla looks like in Shin Gojira and
Okay.
used those to make this figure.
Interesting.
So I'm wondering now if that old story that he is regenerating, I'm wondering if that's true.
That's probably is.
And I'm all
We'll have to
for
wait
it.
and see. I'm all for it too. And it's getting close, dude.
It is next month.
2 months basically, right? A month.
Yeah.
About 2 months. A little shy of 2 months, maybe. Can't wait for that. Are you a fan of Turtles or no?
You know, I don't hate them.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We're gonna go see Turtles this weekend
Oh, okay.
because we're a Turtles household. So
Sure.
and of course we're gonna go see X-Men again, like because
Yeah.
I get to see the kids. So and I love X-Men Apocalypse. You know, in case anybody, I know Daniel, you forgot that I'm doing like 5 podcasts on it, but yes, I loved it better than Days of Future Past. I love the friggin' movie. So yes, I saw X-Men. Daniel said that before. He's like, "You see X-Men?" I'm like, "Yeah, you know I saw X-Men. You watched some podcasts." So I'm excited about that. Ghostbusters is coming out July. I think it's going to be good, but we're going to see. So we're going to go see that as well. But we're running out of movies. I guess most of the big ones. Suicide Squad, actually.
Yeah, Independence Day comes out this month. Independence Day Resurgence.
Oh, in June?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. The timer said 22 days on the site.
Really? So we got that to look forward to. Suicide Squad. Interesting stuff. Also, I was talking to Chris off air before. You know. And we got the means to basically back our words up. Where probably in about a month from now, right, Chris?
Yeah, I think so.
We're gonna do a new show, Matrix Lords Comic Book Report, and basically we're going to show the sales of the comics in line with the story and topics that we do. So in other words, this whole say no to Hydra Cap, in about a month's time, we're going to be able to see just exactly if people said no or not. And we're also going to view issue, the second issue and third issue. And basically, the whole purpose of this podcast is to show the power of the people, power of the fans. It's going to be a show based on comics, but it's also going to back it up with facts. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to show how affected the comic book community is. And also, maybe this will teach people lessons too, because when people start speaking out and bashing fans, okay, that work for the company, we're going to take a look at all the Marvel or DC or whatever to see, do they go up? Do they go down? What storyline did they do? Did they do nothing special? Okay, well then, did they piss people off? This is what we're going to do. Okay, so it's going to be my opinion. It's going to be Chris's opinion, whoever's going to be with us. Plus, it's going to be followed up by factual sales figures for that month. You want to know what the top comic is? We're going to tell you. You want to know what the bottom comic is? We're going to tell you. You want to know like for the whole year where it stands? We're going to tell you. So Matrix Lords Comic Book Report is coming. And we've been talking about doing another show. So I think that's going to be, I think it's going to be pretty cool. It's not going to be frequent. Okay, so it's not going to be like everything show or Real Hooving's Cast is going to start getting more too, but it's going to be once in a while. Okay, so get ready for that, more for this channel. Anything else, Chris?
That's all I can think of.
All right, so I did want to say something else. Oh, the news about Captain Marvel. Did you see the articles about that?
I heard that there is an actress in the front running right now.
Brie Larson.
Yeah.
is in the front running to play Captain Marvel. Now, I'm going to show you what she looks like. Then you could tell me comparison. Okay. Okay, let me just get it. Hold on. I'm going to screenshot if it allows. Hold on, I just lost the article. Why did I lose the article? Okay, hold on. Okay. Again, schmoogle. All right, here we go. So Brie Larson is the front runner to play Captain Marvel. What do you think? What was she in?
I don't know, actually. She sounds really familiar, though.
Yeah. Don't know either. But I'm excited about Captain Marvel. I think it's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, I think she'd work.
Yeah, I think so, too. So, all right. That's that news. There was something else that hit, too. Just so funny, but for some weird reason, news hits when it's nighttime. I don't know why. There'll be trailers dropping. There'll be, you know, weird stuff going on. And then we get off air and they're like, oh, we could have talked about that.
Yeah.
You know? As of right now, before we go, is there anything? I'm trying to see. I don't see anything, but that doesn't mean it's not there. All right. There was something about Batman. What the hell was it about Batman?
Oh, was it about the Killing Joke?
Oh, Mark Hamill had said that he has a problem with giving up on the Joker, meaning that he's open to do more stuff with the Joker, which, you know, if he says he's ready, and if you got a video game that you want to voice or you want to do an animate or something, do it while you can, because he's going to be doing episode 8, maybe episode 9, we don't know. So I would grab him. I would sign him. Absolutely. I think he was going to be... Was there supposed to be a Justice League game and he's supposed to play the Joker?
I don't know, actually.
Something like that? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be something coming up from DC with video games.
Aren't they doing another Arkham something, or they're not? They said
no,
they're not.
they're re-releasing the games, I think, in like high definition or something like that.
Why can't they?
Because
they killed the morph in the game. Is that what it is?
No,
he didn't die in the game.
No, I don't believe so. No,
I thought he died in the last game.
They made it look like he died, but he didn't really.
No. Okay, good. Maybe he can come back. All right, so I think that's it. There may be another podcast. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. Take care. Bye for now.